Hey gang, welcome to another edition of Doc Schlock, where it's a review of the movie Friday the 13th Part 3 in 3D. And happy Friday the 13th to you guys. Well, once again, Crystal Lake is in bad shape. Jason has survived to come back and do his thing. Jason is slicing and dicing, but this time he's doing it in 3D. Okay, that was not me. That was the phone doing that one. Anyway, yeah, this movie, I'll tell you guys the truth. This movie was actually not all that bad. It has a good backstory. Our main female hero is named Chris, who has an experience with Jason because she was attacked by somebody who we all figure out later on it's Jason, some time ago, right at the spot where her and her friends are supposed to be going to. So, yeah. So, of course, Jason does his thing, takes out 3 biker members. Although I don't know if you can call them bikers or not. I mean, there's only 3 of them. And takes out all of Chris's friends. In the end, Chris defeats Jason. And that's it. Now, the reason why I'm kind of getting all over this movie is naturally the 3D effects. There were some that were good, but there were a lot that were horrible. The opening credits, clothesline pole, snake in a cage, baseball bat from kid, passing of a joint, eyeball held by crazy old dude, boards on bridge, swinging hay, flying wallet, Shelly's afro. That's the one character in this movie I really didn't like. Chain fist through car window, yo-yo, tossed cigarette, thrown shades, swinging gang member on rope, pitchfork handle from gang member's throat, Jason charging with pitchfork sticking out of gang member's stomach, gang member holding machete, juggling apples and oranges, gate door in barn swinging open, spear from spear gun, popcorn popping, fireplace poker, Jason crushes Rick's head, eye pops out, which is probably the worst effect in the whole movie. Books flying down, Chris swinging knife at Jason, Jason throws knife, Chris drops from rafter, which I'm sure a lot of the guys out there might have liked that scene. Jason reaches out for Chris with axe in his head, and finally, another one of the really bad effects in this one, Mrs. Voorhees coming out of lake to grab Chris, which that made no sense because Mrs. Voorhees was decapitated, and yet she's still in her sweater and she has her head attached, so yeah. Okay, so again, a lot of the characters in this movie were very likable. And this past Saturday on the Cathode Ray Transmissions Volume 8 video, which you can check out here on YouTube, just type in Cathode Ray Transmissions Volume 8, we all discussed our favorite and least favorite sequels, remakes, and things like that, and fellow YouTuber Aaron Pinn made a good point. This movie had a lot of really good characters in it, although I didn't really care for Shelly all that much because he liked pulling pranks, but he wanted to get the girl, but I don't know. Shelly I was not big on, so I'll put it to you guys that way. But out of all the 3D effects, I can say in all honesty, probably the worst ones were, of course, Rick's head and his eye pops out. That was incredibly bad. The popcorn popping, that was horrible. Juggling apples and oranges. I mean, come on, seriously, that was very idiotic. But so it's kind of a 50-50 thing. Half of them suck, half of them didn't. But there you guys have it. Yeah, Friday the 13th, Part 3 in 3D. If you watched it in theaters, you might have had a good scare or a good laugh. It was labeled as a new dimension in terror, but unfortunately, I'm not sure how many people it really terrorized. Well, guys, I hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, and if you like my videos, feel free to subscribe. And if you have a horror, sci-fi horror, comedy horror movie you'd like me to request that may not have been in 3D, but it still kind of scared the crap out of you to the point where you never wanted to see it again because it was boring, send it my way, and I'll get on it ASAP. For Doc Schlock, thanks so very much for watching, and as always, stay strong, rock on, and have a very safe and happy Friday the 13th.